Greetings, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jesse Heller. I'm the Marketing Director at Fade Business Systems Group. Thanks for joining our webinar on Sugar Mobile E. We're going to be talking today about the enhanced Sugar Mobile App that we built. Caleb Daig is going to be taking us through our presentation today. If you have any questions throughout today's presentation about anything that you see, please feel free to put them in the chat box. I'll monitor those. And I will pass the questions over to Caleb as they come in. And you can feel free to ask any question you like about the app or anything that comes to mind. Don't be shy. So we love questions. So thanks again for joining. And Caleb, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks everyone for joining this afternoon or late morning. Again, my name is Caleb Daig. I'm an account executive here with Fade Business Systems Group. Today, just a pretty quick webinar, probably about 20, 30 minutes or so, depending on the questions, on our Sugar Mobile E enhanced Sugar Mobile App for SugarCRM. Here is a really quick kind of agenda for today's call. So I'll first give a little background on Fade Business Systems Group, why we think we have the right to do a webinar today and talk with all of you. What is Sugar Mobile E? What makes Sugar Mobile E unique? And then I'll get into the Sugar Mobile E demo. So I'll actually mirror my cell phone on the screen today and walk through some of the features of Mobile E in a live demo. Okay. And by all means, Jesse will be answering, we'll bring up any of the questions that come in through the demo, so please put them in the chat box if you do have any questions. We can hopefully answer them on the call here. We could always set up more time for a one-on-one conversation with you as well. Okay. So just a little background on Fade Business Systems Group for those of you that aren't familiar with us. So we're an elite SugarCRM partner. We were the SugarCRM Global Partner of the Year last year. We have 25 plus years of experience with over 500 clients today. Our headquarters is in Southern California, just outside of Los Angeles, but we do have offices across the country, in Austin, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm outside of Philadelphia myself. All of our programming and support team is located here in the U.S., so we don't outsource any of our development or programming outside the U.S. It's all done here. Along with SugarCRM being a major focal point of our business, we have also worked with Sage for ERP, Act-On for marketing automation, Quickbase, which is a low-code platform that allows you to develop apps on top of it, Monday.com for project management, and we are a Jira partner as well. Okay. One thing that sets us apart is that we only support SugarCRM. It is the only CRM that we work with. Okay. And so with that, we've kind of built a business around it. Here is a quick screenshot of all of the different integrations that we've built that come off the shelf that we've sold to our customers and many other Sugar customers. So just to name a few of these, the Quickbooks integration is a very popular one. Box and Dropbox for cloud storage actually allows you to view documents, drag and drop documents directly into the intelligence pane within SugarCRM related to any module. We have a cache portal, Customer Access Support Hub, which actually allows you to push SugarCRM modules out to this external portal that we've created, and all of the data and modules from Sugar could be accessible to external users at a fraction of the cost of Sugar licenses. Our newest product is the YTEL integration for Sugar messaging. So you can actually send text messages directly out of SugarCRM. That could be an individual text message off to a prospect or to a customer. You can also send group messages with that as well directly within Sugar, and you can run workflows off of that as well. Then lastly, and what we're going to talk about today, is our Sugar Mobile E, Sugar Mobile Enhanced product. Okay. So what is Sugar Mobile E? So Sugar Mobile E is an entirely custom built Sugar application. So Sugar CRM, as you all might know, comes with its own mobile application that comes with the licenses of Sugar. So what we've done is mirrored that Sugar mobile application, taken all of the existing features that come with it, and built our own completely standalone application called Sugar Mobile E. It is an application that you can download from the Apple App Store and also from Android Store as well. So it gives the users the functionality that the Sugar mobile app has natively, and then the additional functionality that we've added to it that I'm going to run through on the demo today. Okay. So what makes the Sugar Mobile E unique? So again, like I said, it does have the full functionality of the Sugar mobile app with added geolocation features. There is the act-on activity history and hot prospects available within Sugar, within the mobile app. There is a calendar functionality within our mobile app. The native Sugar mobile app does not have the calendar functionality within it. Okay. There is check-in, check-out features available for those users that are out on the road. We'll get into those specific use cases as I get into mirroring my cell phone. And also, this can be customized for each use case. So if there's something you'd like to change about how Mobile E works for your users, we're more than happy to make those changes for you. Okay. So real quick on the Mobile E features that I'm going to go over on the demo today. So I'm going to show you the nearby feature, how you can save a nearby search, how you can bring up accounts that are near you or near me in my case, how you can check in, check out at locations, and the Sugar calendar that we've added to the app. Okay. So as I go through this, I'll kind of talk about some of the use cases that do go along with these features that we've added to Sugar Mobile. Okay. So with that, I'm actually going to stop the PowerPoint here, and I'm actually just going to mirror my phone really quick. And please excuse any notifications that I have at the top. I have turned them off so no one can see anything, but there still might be some that come in at the top. So let me just mirror my phone here really quickly. Okay, so everyone should be able to see my screen. I'm actually testing out the new Reflector 3, so they will have their advertisement here at the bottom of our entire demo here. So as I go through this, this is, again, the app within Sugar. So actually I have them both set up directly next to one another. So you can see the Sugar mobile app there, and you can also see Sugar Mobile E. So I will actually open up Sugar Mobile Enhanced, and this will open up our Sugar mobile app. As you can see, it looks just like the Sugar mobile app that you get with your licenses. If you open up the side panel, you'll be able to see all of your dashboards. You can do global search within here, and then you have all of the modules that you have made available to your mobile app directly here. So as you can see, everything is the exact same. Okay. First thing to point out is I'll move this over a little bit, is the nearby feature. So with the nearby feature, I can bring up any account within my Sugar Mobile E, and I can set a radius for nearby accounts to me. Okay, so if I click on my accounts there, this will bring up a list of all of my accounts. Now if I click on Say Business Systems 2, this brings up the account. So again, everything looks the same. You can see your related modules, any dashboards. You can make calls out of here as well. A couple new icons up here at the top along the bar, so you can see that we now have the nearby and the check-in feature. So the nearby feature, if I click on that, it'll open up a new page. And what this does is it allows me to set a radius so that I can see a list of all of the records that are within a certain mile radius of that specific record, say Business Systems 2. Okay, so I have 5 in here, so I'm just going to select that and find it. So real quick, it actually was able to find a couple accounts for me that are within a 5-mile radius of our headquarters in Woodland Hills. So it brought up the BJ's in Woodland Hills, which is less than a mile away from me, Westfield, Topanga, and the Village. So you can scroll down and you can see these records that are within a 5-mile radius of this current location. You can also use the map at the bottom and you can zoom in, zoom out where you're at to see how close you are to those other accounts. Okay, so this specific example has only brought up accounts that are in a 5-mile radius of me. It just so happens I don't have any contacts or leads that are in that radius, but you actually can select what you want to see on my map. So if I don't want to see leads or contacts, I can get rid of them and take them off the list. Okay, so a couple other features to note from here is that if I did want to get a map to this local peasant location, I could just click on that location and it'll open up the map on my phone. So I'm a little bit of ways away from that where I'm at right now. If I go back into Sugar Mobile, you can also click right into these records right within this list view by just clicking on the BJ's Woodland Hills and it'll bring up that account. Okay, so pretty quick and easy to bring up a list of records that are within a radius of you. Okay. Of course, main use case of this would be for outside sales reps. So if you're out on the road visiting one account, this is a quick and easy way to visually see a list of all of the accounts or prospects that might be within a specific mile radius of where you're at. Okay. Another feature directly on this screen of nearby is the ability to actually save a nearby search. So maybe this is a city or town that I visit frequently, maybe once a month. And maybe I just want to save this specific search. So up here at the top next to find, I can hit save and I can save this search so that I can come back in here and I can use it over and over again. So I can change the name and I can just save it. And that's a search that I'll be able to come back into and use over and over again. Okay. And saving the nearby search, again, is just a module within Sugar, so you can actually find it. If you come back here, you can see your saved nearby searches, and it's going to pull up the searches that I've previously saved. So we've saved one a couple weeks ago, and here is that save that we used. Okay. So that's the nearby feature. So nearby feature is a feature that's used when you're out in the field at a specific location and you want to see all of the records that are close to you. Now the near me feature is actually going to show you where you are at specifically on the map and any records that are close to you. So if you open up that near me module here, I come back here to my home screen, and I open up near me. So this is going to put where I'm at. So I'm in Reading, Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia. And if I zoom in here, I can see exactly where I'm located. And then I can see the records that are within a 5-mile radius of me, which is what I currently have saved here. So there is a Walmart that's up the road about a mile away, and I can see that record there. Of course, I can click right into that Walmart record to see more about it. Okay. So from here, while I'm on the Walmart record, the next two features to talk about is the check-in and check-out features. So this is, of course, the Walmart record. So maybe this is a customer of mine that I'm checking in with. As I'm an outside sales rep, I want to be able to quickly check in at a specific location that I stop at. So next to the nearby button up here at the top, there is a check-in feature. Now, if I hit that, it's going to successfully check me into that location. And then when I leave, I will want to check out. So if I come back and open up my pane up here at the top, and I come down to check out, this is going to show me all of the locations that I've checked into. So that way I can click on that, and it's going to ask me if I want to check out from that location. So maybe after my meeting, after I check in, I can come back into Sugar Mobile E, I can check out. And as soon as I check out, it's actually going to prompt me to leave my notes about this call. So this is where I would type in and use my description or notes where I can use the voice to text. and save it, and then save this note as it relates to that specific record, Walmart in this case. Okay, so I would just save that once I put in my dates and everything, and it would save it and relate it to Walmart. Okay, so you might be wondering, what if I'm not at that specific location that I'm looking to check in at? So maybe a sales rep is looking to check in at a location that they did not actually check in at. What you can actually do is set the parameters to that to a certain mile radius. So an example would be if I tried to check in at Fay Business Systems Group. So I'm across the country from Fay Business Systems Group. If I tried to check in here, it's actually not going to let me. So I'm over 2,000 miles away. The threshold right now is 5. So it's not going to allow me to check in. Okay. And part of the user settings of Sugar Mobile E allows you to set that. Okay. So that is the check-in and check-out feature. Lastly is the calendar. So the Sugar Mobile App today that comes with the licenses actually does not include a calendar. So we've added a calendar to the Sugar Mobile App, which syncs all of your meetings and your tasks and appointments. So here's the calendar. Up at the top, you can select day, week, or month. And you can quickly click on any of those meetings that you might have there. And this just brought up the check-in that I just did recently today. You can also click anywhere on the screen here, and it will actually ask you to add a call. So maybe I have a follow-up call for Monday the 10th. I can click on the 10th, and I want to schedule a meeting, and this is going to bring up my schedule meeting screen. Okay, so I'll just type in here that this is I can type in this is a test, and this is a scheduled call for Monday at 12 a.m., and I'll save that, and it should show up on my calendar then. Okay, so there's that test. If I come back to my calendar, it would show up on my calendar for next Monday. Actually, I think I accidentally made it for the 9th. But that is the... Yeah, Jesse.
There was a question. This calendar, is this the Sugar calendar, or can you also sync Office 365 or Outlook calendar appointments as well with this?
So this is the Sugar calendar on the mobile app, but with the Outlook plugin that comes with the licenses of Sugar, you could sync your Outlook to Sugar, which would then sync to the mobile app here. Oh, sorry. Hopefully that answers the question.
Great, thanks.
Yep. So that basically is everything that I wanted to show in the mobile app today. Jesse, were there any other questions that came in?
Yeah, there was a question if they're using the Sugar messaging module, can they send text messages and have it be stored in Sugar using the mobile app?
So yes, you can. So actually, I do not have that configured in this instance, but the way that our new Sugar messaging app works is it does work with Mobile E, so it'll be an additional module here that you would see. And when you bring up an account, or so when you bring up a contact, you would be able to see a messaging subpanel here, and you would just be able to send a text message directly from the Sugar mobile app, which would be sending it through Whitetail, which is who we're partnered with.
Okay, great. And then the follow-up question was, and if anyone needs any further clarification on messaging, we can definitely discuss showing what that would look like as far as sending text messages. But there was a follow-up question on pricing. How does pricing work for Sugar Mobile E?
So Sugar Mobile E does have to be a 1-to-1 ratio between the licenses of Sugar that you have and the licenses of Mobile E. So if you purchase 20 licenses of Sugar, you would have to have 20 licenses of Mobile E. Now the license, the list price is $10 a user a month. And there is a setup charge to help configure the integration based on how you would use it, and then also just make sure that all the the mapping longitude and latitudes are set up within each record so that we can display them correctly within the app. Okay. Also worth noting too, and I don't have it prepared for this webinar, but also beyond just the mobile app, you would also get access to a module within Sugar itself. So if you do bring up an account within Sugar itself, you would have on the right-hand side in the Sugar Intelligence pane, you would have the same nearby feature that I showed you with on the phone. Is actually available within the actual browser. Right, so that would come with the licenses also.
Okay, great. Thanks, Caleb. There's no more questions at this time, but if anything pops up, feel free to email Caleb or myself, and we'll be able to help you out. We'll also send a copy of the recording of today's presentation over to you in the next day or so you can revisit this and share it with your team. And if you're interested in seeing a demo more in depth, we're happy to set that up as well. So thanks again, Caleb, and thanks everyone for joining us today. Have a great rest of your week. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.